20th of September 2018. It's a day that will live long in the memory of greyhound trainer John Lambe, the day that he landed his first ever Category 1 final.
Those traps burst open and race 10 is off, and it's trap number 3. Affane Party storms into the lead as they go racing down the straight into turn number 1. Through the leader, 5 in second, followed by 4, 6, 1 and 2. Out of turn 2 they come. Trap number 4, Seagoss Phantom takes second position, but it's Affane Party. Trap number 3 has a commanding lead into the third corner, into turn number 4. The Racing Post Greyhound Television 72nd East Anglian Greyhound Derby Grand Final at Yarmouth is won from trap number 3. Affane Party the winner.
We'd been knocking on the door after the national sprint, which he'd gone, probably had a bit of sickness on him at the time, but still ran respectable, you know. And then we went across to Dundalk, picked up an injury after a terrific trial. He'd done 21.05 round Dundalk first time round, which is aeroplane time. He got injured on us right there, and it's just nice that we got to a Category 1 and we pulled it off.
You did the interviews on the night with Darryl Williams, of course, on RPGTV. You said you weren't nervous, but then your kennel hands sort of let the cat out the bag, that you had been nervous. What's the truth?
I never went into a final as confident in my life, simply because I just thought the trap draw, you know, was terrific. We had the other two favourites outside of us. He had the racing line, and if he got round the bend, I was fairly confident we'd win. But it's like everything else, as the night goes on, you do get nervous, don't you? Especially when it was our 4th Category 1 final. And you know, when you get beat, you still think you could get beat. So.
He really deserved it. How much did it mean to you to win that first Category 1?
Well, you know, I've been in the game 30 years, I suppose. A lot of that was flapping, but you know, you just strive to try and get that Category 1, and it was a bit of a monkey on my shoulder, to be honest. But it's gone now, thank God.
He beat such a good field as well, didn't he?
He did, yeah. It was a terrific lineup. Everybody said it was probably the best Yarmouth Derby for a number of years. And it's a hard race to win, that Yarmouth Derby. I mean, you look over the years at the trainers that have won it at top class, Charlie, Mark Wallace, you know what I mean? The big names are up there, aren't they?
Dougie's a big character, the man who owns Affane Party. How did you all celebrate?
Well, we didn't celebrate too much on the night. I didn't personally, because I was driving. But I did make up for it the next night. But on the way back, we travelled back 3.5 hours. It felt like 3.5 minutes. The crack was great in the car coming back. I mean, if you get beat, it's a long journey, but when you win, it's a quick journey. And
you've experienced that now, and it's a massive credit to you, because this is a greyhound that has not been straightforward to train at all, has he?
No, he's had some injuries. He's had 2 flexor tendons took out in the wrist. The vet up in Cheshire, Mick Gilliard, you know, he'd done a terrific job with them. Took the first one out. The dog was running really well, and then he won Sky Night in Nottingham, damaged another one, took that out for us. And he's a very fragile dog, and he takes a lot of work. I mean, we spend probably an hour a day on him every day. He's got a bit of a problem with his hips, and he's fragile. He even walks. When you've seen him on the film there. When he walks, he's a bit like a dressage horse. He sort of trots, and he's very light on his feet. And you just put the effort in with him, but you do get it back.
And hopefully you might do so again at Newcastle. You're heading up for the All England Cup.
I think the track will really suit him, because it's a bit of a longer run to the bend than Yarmouth, and I think it's a great track for railers. And with his pace, if he can get out and get around that first bend, he'll take a bit of catching. I know it's a little bit further, 480, but I think he'll get the 480 now. Everybody thought really he was a sprinter, but I always had it in the back of my mind that he'd get 4 bends. You know, after Peterborough last year, I always thought he'd get the 4 bends, and we've took it gentle with him. But now we've stepped him up. We've got to probably keep him to 4 bends, because you train them totally different. Sprinters, you put big backs on them, and it's all about that blast of pace. But with the 4 bend dogs, you keep them that bit lighter, and the stamina comes into play, doesn't it?
He really is a stunning, striking dog to look at, with a gorgeous shiny black coat. I saw him at Sheffield when you were in the national sprint, and he completely caught my eye. And what do you think of him?
I just think he's a dog of a lifetime. I mean, you know, you can try all your life to get a dog like him. Breeders have, people have paid thousands. I mean, the one thing I will say is fair play to Dougie. This was the 3rd time he actually had a pup off the bitch, Affane Katie. I think the first one just didn't turn out great. The second one was a bit naughty, went hurdling. And a lot of people wouldn't persevere, you know. If you don't get something good the first 2 times, you struggle to get back. But fair play to Dougie. He kept going, and he kept going down to Eamon, who bred him, and I'm delighted for both of them.